The Xbox drama continues. I mean, no surprise there. Microsoft still haven't announced anything yet about the future of Xbox, and people are still coming up with all kinds of new leaks and rumors about Xbox, and some of it is probably false. And at the same time, there's insiders that are already backing out from their previous claims about Xbox, like the one about Starfield. So did you hear that apparently Starfield is not coming to PlayStation 5 anymore? Let's look into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So yes, if you watch the news, the drama still continues surrounding Xbox. I mean, there's new leaks and rumors every day. Some of them are really crazy and stupid, like some of the stuff surrounding the next-gen Xbox, for example, the new hardware. But funny enough, like I always say, take everything with a grain of salt. These are still rumors, nothing have been confirmed, because Microsoft still hasn't announced what are their plans when it comes to Xbox, and that's they are talking about the new business strategy, right? So we'll see what that is really, and that's when we will know for sure. But at the same time, like, people still love to speculate. I love to speculate, but that doesn't mean that everything I say is true or everything that other people say is true too. And to be honest with you, even some of the known insiders, insiders known for being right a lot of times, sometimes they get things wrong too. And a good example of that is the Nate the Hate. I can't remember his full name, I guess. So he was actually one of the guys that kind of not really reported on the news, but he confirmed that this news is true. And I'm talking about the news, leak rumor suggesting that that PlayStation 5 may be getting Starfield at some point in the future. And Nate did say that, oh yeah, I have heard the same, because the original article was written by Xbox Era, and then a number of people, I think Nate collaborated in this article somehow. I don't know the whole story, but he was on Twitter basically, I think on Monday, confirming that all that stuff is very likely to happen, and obviously that started all these wild rumors talking about like Gears coming to PlayStation, Halo coming to PlayStation, Forza coming to PlayStation, right? And listen, like I said in my previous video, I don't know what's true, what's not. I mean, until Microsoft confirms any of it. I mean, it's all speculation at this point, right? But it just goes to show that not everything that is written online is true and is a fact, right? So it's actually funny that the one that kind of started it all seems to be false, right? And who knows, maybe there was some sort of consideration at Microsoft about that, right? I'm not saying that it wasn't, right? Like, it might have been the case that Microsoft was considering putting Starfield on PlayStation. At the end of the day, there is a PlayStation 5 working build, I think, because they were creating this game for PlayStation at first too, right? So, I mean, guys, we need to all, I guess, calm down a little bit, because, like, I remember times when there was this news about like Gears of War coming to PlayStation and that kind of stuff, and that never happened. I mean, it was proven that they were considering putting Gears on PlayStation. They even had a working build on PlayStation 3, because I think it was still before the Gears became like a true Xbox exclusive. Like Epic was working on two different versions, right? So I'm not saying that people are just lying to you, right? But sometimes things change. Sometimes they may just have a piece of information. So yes, Starfield might have been considered, for PlayStation 5 at some point, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen, right? And same goes for, I guess, other games. Although I must admit that I personally think, and this is just my opinion, guys, so don't take it for granted, I guess. I do believe that Indiana Jones actually may be coming to PlayStation. Same goes for I guess Blade. So Indiana Jones, even though it is claimed to be an Xbox exclusive, I think it was even, I'm not sure if it was like officially confirmed. And Aaron Greenberg did say that Indiana Jones is coming to Xbox and PC. But he didn't say exclusively, and it will never be on PlayStation. So, and I think like the more I hear these leaks and rumors, like I said in my previous video, I do believe that something is happening. The fact alone that Phil Spencer didn't just deny all these rumors just tells you everything you need to know, that yes, changes are coming. So there is a new strategy for Xbox and Microsoft gaming overall. Whether that's about their games coming to PlayStation, or some of them, maybe there's going to be some changes to Game Pass, maybe to hardware. Who knows, right? I don't know, and we still have to wait and see. But there are changes coming, so I'm sure that some people will still not be happy about what's going to be happening, right? Me personally, like I said, I don't really care that much. I mean, for me as an Xbox user, Xbox owners, the most important thing is that are these games coming to Xbox, and clearly they are, obviously. Right? Whether they're going to be on PlayStation also or not, that doesn't really bother me that much. I mean, I don't really understand how they want to build an Xbox ecosystem without exclusive content, but hey, that's their problem, I guess, right? So I guess as long as I'll have all these different games that I like to play on Xbox, I'm not really going to be crying about it that much, right? I mean, at the end of the day, as long as they deliver me a good console I can play games on, as long as I can still play some of them on PC, or actually all of them, but like I said, what I like about Xbox is the fact that, and Microsoft Xbox ecosystem, is that I can play these games everywhere, right? I mean, looks like in the future I will be able to play these games on PlayStation 2, right? I'm not planning to do that, right? But hey, that's going to be an option apparently, right? So we'll see how that goes, right? But listen, at the end of the day, it's not all bad news, and I think that some people just overreacted a little bit. What's really going to happen, we'll see. And it's actually interesting to see how media reacted to it. And I guess I've got mixed feelings about it, because on one hand they are like, oh, it makes sense because that's what Microsoft has always been planning, and same Xbox. And Phil Spencer was talking about when everyone plays, everyone wins, and that kind of stuff, right? All that kind of kumbaya thing, and that's all cool, and it's all great news for PlayStation guys for sure, because at the end of the day they won't have no incentive. They won't be forced to play on PC, for example, or they will be able to play at least some of these games on their beloved PlayStation. And listen, it goes both ways. There's people that just stick to Xbox. There's people that just stick to PlayStation. There's just people that stick to Switch. And they're like, hey, no bloody way I'm going to play on another platform. That's fine. I mean, if you want to if for you it's all about the ecosystem, that's fine, right? Hey, I mean, it's your money, it's your decision, I guess, right? But me personally, I play on all kinds of stuff, right? Emulators too, by the way. And but like I said, so the media are like, yeah, it's we like all that kumbaya kind of thing, but the minute you ask the media guys, a lot of media guys, yeah, so why not put PlayStation games on other platforms too? And they're like, no, that would kill PlayStation. So you see where I'm going with that. Like, it's like all of a sudden when you ask for PlayStation games on other platforms, they become very protective of them, right? Like, yeah, let's bring these Xbox and Switch and all games to PlayStation, but like, don't touch our games from PlayStation. We don't want these games on other platforms. I think they kind of warmed up to the fact that these games are coming to PC. I'm talking about PlayStation guys, right? But I mean, some PlayStation guys, don't get me wrong, I don't want to generalize too much, right? But like, even in media, they're like, yeah, whatever. And I get it, like, from, I guess, platform perspective. I mean, if you are a PlayStation guy, if you've got your Xbox, if you've got your game on PlayStation already, games on PlayStation already, I mean, no need to go anywhere else. Although I don't agree with this, because when I watch the early analysis of like some PlayStation games on PlayStation, and they run at like 800p in 60 frames per second, I'm like, no bloody way, right? I mean, 860p. I mean, same guys that were laughing at, Xbox Series S running games at 800p, and now they're totally fine with 800p games on PlayStation. So yeah, well, thank you very much. I'd rather wait for a PC version. Just like I played Starfield on PC, because I didn't want to play that game, or any game really, in 30 frames per second on Xbox, right? That's why I like the Xbox ecosystem the way it is, because I've got choice. If there's a game that works and looks good on Xbox, I'm totally fine with this. I'm actually liking the fact that I can just turn on the Xbox and do other stuff on a PC, for example, play a podcast or whatever, right? Or render a movie or whatever, right? But if there's a game that just runs like shit on Xbox, like, I mean, okay, Starfield running at 30 frames per second doesn't necessarily mean it's a shit working game, but like 30 frames per second locked is just not for me. Thank you very much. Like, so that's why I played on PC. But anyway, I digress. I don't know why I'm actually talking about it even, really. But anyway, guys, so that's the news. Hey, it still may be the case that PlayStation will get Starfield at some point in the future. We don't know. At this point, I don't even know whether Nate was right about Starfield coming to PlayStation, or whether he's right about Starfield not coming to PlayStation. Really, right? It's all confusing, but like, listen, just sheer amount of these leaks, and I'm not talking about some regular guys on Twitter. I'm talking about some reputable sources. Just the fact alone that they've been reporting on many things, and some of it is probably false. Like I said, the fact that something is being concerted doesn't mean that it will happen. So, but if there's smoke, there's a fire, right, somewhere. So it's just a matter of time, and hopefully Microsoft will lay out all their plans for Microsoft Gaming, Xbox Game Pass early next week. Hopefully we won't have to wait too long. People say, oh, it's Monday, but nobody said it's Monday, guys. So it may be Monday, it may be Friday next week, who knows, right? So anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.